Hi, it's your boy, White Noise. Um, I was born in India, and in India, abuse, whether that be physical or whether that be mental, is a basic cornerstone of parenting. Um, if you were born here, then likely you were hit by your parents, or maybe they would have said something very rude and very mean. Those things, physical or mental, they may have stuck to you since you were a child, and now that you're an adult and you have the required emotional intelligence to actually make sense of these things, you may grow to be very angry, very bitter, and you may want to get some sort of closure, some comfort, maybe an appropriate conclusion, right, to this saga of abuse. I know I do. I I think that's what led me to make this video. The things that I'm about to say, it's something that, you know, if it helps someone out there, cool, amazing. But I think these are things that I need to keep reminding myself of. That is, I think, the reason that I began making these videos in the first place. I'm angry. I'm very fucking angry. And I can't sleep. I can't sleep because I'm too angry. As funny as that sounds, like I wake up in the middle of the night and I want to hurt somebody. I want to hurt someone. I want to punch something, and I want to watch someone get hurt by my action. I want actions. I want to scream, and I want to shout, and I want to just, I don't know, watch someone crumble because of my actions or because of my words. Preferably my parents. I so want them to feel the way that I felt when I was a child. I think for a while there, I blamed them for a lot of the problems that I face today. My difficulty in socializing, in my difficulties in my understanding of people. My parents were pretty paranoid when I was a kid, and as a result of their paranoia, they probably didn't let me socialize a lot when I was a kid. They were afraid of the things that I could get up to because they were afraid of the things that a lot of kids my age were doing. They were, I don't know, they were doing, they were smoking cigarettes, they were drinking, they were doing a lot of messed up shit. They didn't want me to get into that, and result of which they didn't really let me hang out with other kids. Now, as an adult, when I hear about the things that other people have been doing, when I see them doing all these cool and amazing things, like, I don't know, hanging out with friends, going to cafes, going to restaurants together, taking vacations together, like going to some hill station together, I feel angry. I feel like that aspect of life was something that was stolen from me by my parents, and I hated them so much for it. And it's something that I've come to realize recently, that I can't keep blaming everything on them. Regardless of whether or not it's actually the fault, I can't in my head allow any space for that sort of discourse. Because honestly, it's the past, man. It's honestly, it's the past. These things that you hold on to, they become like a sort of poison, right? And this negativity, it sort of seeps into other aspects of your life. So if you keep holding on to all of this rage and all of this bitterness, all of this sadness, it could ruin the good things that you have going on right now. If there is a new hobby that you've just found, if there are a new group of people that you actually like hanging out with, your grip on the past is something that could ruin all of that. And ultimately, what is the ultimate goal behind you holding on to all of these things? You're hoping that if you stick it out long enough with all of this trauma, with all these memories, you will reach a conclusion to these things, right? Like you will get some form of closure from your parents or from anyone that did you wrong for that matter. But life, as I've come to see it now, it's not that, you know, thematically satisfying. Some things are left unfinished, some things are left unsaid, and some things are just left undone. And if your parents have grown, and if they have um, come to realize what they did was wrong, and they've admitted that to you, if they have admitted that they could do much better, then good for you. But there's probably a very high chance that it's not something that they will do. You have to brace yourself for that possibility. And you can't go your entire lives waiting for them to apologize, waiting for them to admit to their mistakes. Because either that may take a long time, or it may never happen and you just wasted a lot of time for nothing. Ultimately, you want your life to get better, right? You want to be happy, you want to live instead of just surviving, right? You want to do all of these things that other people your age are doing. Then instead of focusing on this need for people to apologize, for them to make things right with you, do the things that you really, really want to do. Make shit happen. And it sort of helps, if you think about your parents as people. People fuck up. People, they make mistakes. People, they are too proud and arrogant to own up to what they did. Parents, it hurts a lot. It hurts a lot more when parents do those things, but it starts to hurt a little less when people do them. So I think that's what helped me. Like, if you think about your parents as people instead of this, instead of like guardians, it sort of helps. It doesn't take all the pain away, it does not reduce what they did, but it somewhat helps with the pain and the anger. I know it hurts, you know, the way that they acted when you needed them, but we gotta figure out what exactly it is you want. Do you actually want to live and be happy, or do you just want to hold on to shit expecting for a grand conclusion? Yeah, I think that is something that you're going to have to figure out for yourself.